Good morning. I think this is our third day in Cape Town. It's got to that stage now where I'm sort of losing track a little bit of, if it's Sunday it must be whatever. So we've just had breakfast in the hotel. I'm finding the food in general has been really, really nice, but quite often it's very sweet. So this morning I ordered, it was basically supposed to be cheese on toast, but it came as like a toasted sandwich and it had so much sweet chutney in it, I just couldn't eat it. I had one mouthful and I just had to send the rest away because it was absolutely disgustingly sweet. And I have a sweet tooth, give me a millionaire's shortbread and I can eat that with no trouble at all. Maybe it's just the perception of expecting something to be savoury and then finding out that it's not. Anyway, we have a plan for the last 2 days of our trip here. So today we wanted to visit I think it's called the Kirstenbosch National Botanical Garden. Apologies if I've got that wrong, I'm just trying to remember the name. And we haven't hired a car here, so it's turned out that the best way for us to go there is there's the sort of city sightseeing hop on hop off bus, which literally runs along the promenade outside the hotel. So we've pre-booked our tickets for that, so we get a sort of a sightseeing tour with a commentary in English of like downtown Cape Town, and then it goes up to the gardens, across to the other side of the Cape Peninsula, goes through Simon's Town, I think, and it operates one way in a loop. So I think had it operated the other way, the gardens would have been 4 stops away. The way it operates for us, it's about 18 stops or something, but that's fine. So we'll do the entire loop and we'll get to see just about everything, with the option of getting off somewhere else if it looks interesting. So that's today basically, and then we're just planning a quiet evening. We'll eat out locally. There's lots of restaurants on the seafront. A big focus on seafood and steaks basically. Yesterday afternoon, actually I had quite a busy day yesterday. We had a sort of lazy morning, and then we had a wander into the main part of Camps Bay, had a look at the shops, bought a couple of bits and pieces like some salty peanuts and a bottle of water, nothing exciting, for our room. Came back, we had a little paddle in the Atlantic, bloody freezing, and then we came back and went in the hotel pool, which seemed quite warm in comparison. And then we got changed and got an Uber into the waterfront area. So it was about a 20-minute drive. It cost the equivalent of about £5.20 or something like that. Very, very cheap, compared to the prices we're used to in the UK. And it was a Saturday yesterday, so the area was quite busy, but it was really nice. It was really buzzing. There was lots of live music going on. African bands with dancing, great choice of food and drink places. There's a big indoor shopping mall which has got a lot of chain stores and high-end designer stores, but the smaller areas have got much more interesting stores with sort of local products and things like that. Came close to buying a couple of things, but then for one reason or another didn't bother. So plans for tomorrow, we have got a tour of the peninsula booked, so that will take us to see the famous penguins and right down to the bottom of the Cape. So I might shoot a little bit of a video there, and I'll just show you this morning's view. It's a very nice day. So this is our balcony. I'm not going to show you the bedroom because it hasn't been tidied up yet. So small balcony, a couple of chairs, a couple of plants. Plenty of space to sit out for 2 people. Nice view of some of the 12 Apostles Mountains. And there's lots of people on the beach already. It's only 10 to 10, and in fact when we woke up at 7:30 there were already people on the beach. and they use it as like a public playground. So if I just zoom in a little bit, where is it? So there's people there playing volleyball. There was a group of, I presume it's a sports team, just basically running up and down the beach for fitness. There's a group of about 20 people doing serious swimming in the sea. They must be sort of cold water swimming enthusiasts, I think. And the other day we were watching people, again, I think probably the same sports team, and they were basically running up and down the beach, which is quite soft sand, so it's hard enough to walk on. But they were taking turns to pick each other up, throw them over their shoulders, and run one sort of width of the beach. And then the person who'd been picked up was put down and had to pick up the next person in a three, run the other way with them on their shoulders, and then they just carried on up and down for ages. It must have been absolutely exhausting, so these people must have been super fit. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that for now. I've rambled on for quite a long time. And one last thing, we were sitting having breakfast this morning. God, I wish I'd had my camera handy. And all of a sudden, bearing in mind that this is, quite a low down, a light aircraft flew past the window. It must have been just over the beach, not even over the sea. It was so close. And it was on its side, doing some sort of aerobatics. And we heard the engine noise and looked up and thought, bloody hell, what is that? But of course it was gone before I could even reach for my phone. So you just have to take my word for it.